I find few things more magical than snow on palm trees, and that's what we saw, at least on the west side of the valley earlier today. The radar really calmed down through the afternoon, but this storm system far from over. We expect snow to return overnight into tomorrow morning, which means you'll wake up to a really slick start to your Tuesday morning commute. Right now, temperature at 39 degrees, feeling like 32 though, with that breeze that remains consistent. The cloud cover still solidly in place, and that's what we expect through dinner time tonight. Approaching midnight, that's when the rain and snow will arrive, lasting all the way overnight into early tomorrow morning, which means we have several hours to see that snow potentially accumulate. You see this storm system clearly on radar, still seeing quite a bit of snowfall for our higher elevations, with just some light drizzle for the Las Vegas Valley for now. The winter weather advisory, including areas shaded in purple until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and that's how long the winter storm warning extends as well. Our snow level overnight dropping to 2,000 feet. So although we've seen a solid blanket of white over the mountains all day long, we could even see a blanket of white as we wake up to start your Tuesday morning in Las Vegas. Let's time it out on Futurecast. The snow will continue to fall for the spring mountains as we approach 10 p.m. with maybe a little light rain, maybe a little light snowfall for areas far west in the valley, mainly west of the 215 corridor. But fast forwarding to midnight, that's when we start to see the more widespread precipitation moving in from west to east, starting first as rain for the valley and then transitioning to snow as we move overnight into tomorrow morning. By about 3 a.m., we expect widespread snowfall in the valley, and that's when we could potentially start to see a little accumulation. Now keep in mind, it did start as rain, so the ground will be wet, which means as the snow falls, there's the potential for it, especially on the east side, to melt before really accumulating. But we still see several hours before about 7 a.m. when things start to wind down that we could see that accumulating snowfall. So there's the potential for snow to really blanket the valley as we start tomorrow morning. By 9 a.m., the radar is quieting down. For the rest of the day tomorrow, just cloudy. So the focus for this rain and snow really will be during the overnight hours when most people are asleep, but our snow levels drop all the way down to about 2,000 feet, which does include the majority of the valley. Today, our snow level was closer to 3,500 feet, which is why we primarily saw that snow on the west side. Taking a look at some spots around the region, just to give you an estimate of how much snow we expect. For Anthem, up to about 2 inches, 1 to 3 inches accumulating overnight in Summerlin. Even the strips could see a dusting up to about 1 inch, which is the same for places like Sunrise Manor, East Las Vegas, and Nellis. Of course, for the mountains, more significant totals between 2 and 8 inches for Red Rock, up to about 20 inches on Mount Charleston, and Mountain Springs could see 5 to 10 inches of snowfall overnight into tomorrow morning as well. Again, this will wrap up by the time a lot of us are waking up and heading out and about, but that means it is already going to be quite slick. So keep that in mind for your morning commute tomorrow. You'll need to add in a little extra time, but we shouldn't add to the rain and snow issue after about 10 a.m. That was a check of your 13 First Alert forecast. We'll be right back.